Hi, it's Mike again, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the whole idea of having a certain diet for IBS, or of having lists of like safe foods and unsafe foods and trigger foods and non-trigger foods and all that kind of idiocy that so many people struggle with when they're trying to fix their IBS symptoms. You may notice that in front of me I have several different types of food, and the reason that I've assembled these specific foods is that at one point or another in my research I've come across people saying that every single one of these things was both a trigger food or a non-trigger food for them. So like, in other words, if you go on the forums, you'll find somebody saying green apples are the worst thing for my IBS, they make it flare up terribly, and then a few days later somebody else comes along and says, actually, I eat green apples all the time and they don't bother my IBS at all. So if you're looking around on the internet and trying to find diet advice for IBS sufferers, you're going to be very frustrated very quickly because you're going to see all kinds of people recommending all kinds of contradictory things. For every person who says, I drink Silk all the time instead of real milk and it's fine for my IBS, there's going to be 3 people who say whenever I drink Silk, I have diarrhea for a week or whatever it is. You may be wondering why this exists. Why can't it be that there's just one universal diet for all IBS sufferers? Well, there's a very good reason for this. Diet is just a trigger for IBS. You don't want to try to limit your life as a way to fix your IBS problem because all that's going to do is reduce and reduce and reduce and reduce the number of foods you can eat. And food is a very important part of our society. The more you reduce the things you can eat, the more you're reducing your own lifestyle. It can be a real problem. So if you try to address your IBS by surrendering to it and just saying, okay, well, when I eat this, my IBS gets really upset, so I'm going to have this instead. If you do that, you're going to find that over the months and the years, the number of things that you can eat gets smaller and smaller and smaller as your IBS gets worse and worse and worse. So don't try to solve your IBS problem by fixing your diet. That is not the way to go about it. You don't want to just limit yourself. You don't want to surrender to IBS. You want to conquer it. You want to beat it. And the way to do that is to find out what's actually causing your IBS and eliminate that. Get rid of it. Once you do that, you'll be able to eat any of these things whenever you feel like, and you'll be totally fine. You won't have the embarrassment of diarrhea or the pain of constipation or any of those things. It all goes away when you fix the actual IBS instead of just trying to shrink away from it and only eat the things that aren't bothering it this week. Trust me, if you've been trying this for a few weeks or months already, if you've already been trying to limit your diet, you know it doesn't work. So, what you should do instead is check out the link right here on this page, go to my website at www.ibsanswer.com, and I'll explain to you what you need to do to get rid of this terrible problem. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.